The sun is more than just a glowing orb in our sky. It's the linchpin of life on Earth. Its warmth nurtures our environment, drives weather patterns, and provides the energy that sustains us. But what would happen if, in an instant, our sun blinked out of existence? This video delves into the cascading consequences, from the immediate aftermath to the long-term impacts on our planet and life as we know it. Immediate effects, seconds to days. Darkness prevails. If the sun were to suddenly disappear, the first and most noticeable effect would be the engulfing darkness on the daytime side of Earth. Areas experiencing daylight would, within 8 minutes and 20 seconds, be plunged into pitch black night. The night side, oblivious to the change, would only realize the calamity as they rotate into what should be daytime, only to find an eternal night. Gravitational effects. Beyond the loss of light, there's the gravitational implication. The sun's gravity holds our planet and its solar siblings in their orbits. Without the sun's pull, Earth and other celestial bodies would no longer follow their elliptical paths. Instead, they'd move in a straight line at constant velocities into the void of space. This new trajectory presents a slew of risks, including potential collisions with other planets and celestial objects. Temperature drop. Darkness, however, would be a minimal concern compared to the rapid drop in temperature. Earth would cool rapidly, but not instantly. The day after the sun's disappearance, the average surface temperature would likely fall to around freezing. As days progress, temperatures would plummet further, with the surface dropping to -73 degrees Celsius within a week. While the deep oceans would retain some warmth for a longer duration, the surface layers would begin to chill quickly, threatening many marine ecosystems. Short-term effects, days to months. Climate chaos. The absence of the sun would trigger profound climatic upheaval. Within a few weeks, the residual heat in our atmosphere would dissipate, causing global temperatures to drop dramatically. This rapid cooling would wreak havoc on weather patterns. The wind systems, driven primarily by the sun heating the Earth's surface unevenly, would come to a halt. The jet streams, ocean currents, and the water cycle itself would be profoundly disrupted. Precipitation would drastically decrease, but when it does occur, it would be in the form of snow, even in traditionally tropical regions. Life in peril. The cessation of sunlight has dire consequences for all life forms, starting with plants. Photosynthesis, the process by which plants convert sunlight into energy, would come to an immediate stop. This cessation not only starves plants but also affects the entire food chain. Herbivores, deprived of their primary food source, would face starvation. This crisis would subsequently impact carnivores and omnivores, leading to a domino effect of dwindling resources and escalating competition for whatever remains. While some animals might try to migrate in search of better conditions, many would be trapped in their now harsh environments. Cold-blooded animals, whose body temperatures are influenced by external conditions, would be among the first to face challenges, with many species becoming lethargic and vulnerable. Humans, despite our technological advancements, would not be exempt from the chaos. Crop failures would lead to global food shortages. Power sources reliant on solar energy would become obsolete. And while we might turn to fossil fuels for warmth and electricity, the sheer demand amidst the escalating cold would rapidly deplete these reserves. Oceanic effects. The oceans, which cover more than 70% of our planet's surface, would also undergo dramatic changes. As the surface layers freeze, a protective ice shield would form, acting as insulation for the deeper layers. This phenomenon would create a stark dichotomy, a frozen wasteland above and a relatively warmer, liquid sanctuary below. Many marine species would be forced into deeper waters, resulting in overcrowded conditions and intense competition for resources. Long-term effects, years to centuries. Frozen Earth. As months turn into years, Earth would transform into a veritable ice ball. Even the once temperate and tropical zones would be encased in thick layers of ice, rendering the planet's surface unrecognizable. The atmosphere itself would undergo dramatic shifts. With plummeting temperatures, gases like carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and oxygen would begin to freeze out of the atmosphere, falling as snowy precipitates. This would create a landscape dotted with frozen air snowfalls and further thin the already depleted atmosphere. Extinction events. Over time, the loss of the sun would spell doom for the majority of life on Earth. Extinctions would become widespread, dwarfing previous mass extinction events in Earth's history. Surface life, including most plants and animals, would be virtually wiped out. However, not all hope would be lost. In the deep sea, far removed from the frozen surface, life around hydrothermal vents might persist. These vents, which spew out mineral-rich water, could sustain specialized ecosystems. The organisms here, having evolved to rely on the Earth's internal heat rather than sunlight, would be among the last bastions of life on a sunless Earth. Loss of atmosphere. With the continual freezing of atmospheric gases, Earth's protective shield would thin out dramatically. Over centuries, the planet might resemble Mars with its tenuous atmosphere, exposing any remnants of surface life to the harshness of space, including cosmic radiation. Planetary evolution. Without the sun's gravitational anchor, Earth's trajectory through space would be unpredictable. While direct collisions with other planets might be rare due to the vastness of space, the likelihood of encounters with smaller celestial bodies, like asteroids, could increase. Furthermore, the gravitational influences of other planets, especially Jupiter, could have unforeseen effects on Earth's path, potentially leading to erratic movements and increased instability. Human survival and adaptation. Underground and deep-sea habitats. The surface of a sunless Earth would be uninhabitable, but humanity, with its penchant for survival and adaptability, might seek refuge in unconventional places. Underground habitats could become vital sanctuaries. Below the surface, the Earth's internal heat provides a stable temperature, offering respite from the freezing cold above. Networks of tunnels and chambers could house communities, relying on geothermal energy for warmth and power. Advanced hydroponic and aeroponic systems might be developed to grow food, utilizing artificial lighting and nutrient-rich solutions. Similarly, the deep oceans, especially regions near hydrothermal vents, could be explored as potential habitats. Submersible habitats anchored to the seafloor might harness the energy from these vents, providing warmth and power to underwater colonies. Space exploration as an escape. With Earth turning hostile, the human gaze might turn skyward, seeking salvation among the stars. The immediate celestial bodies, such as the Moon or Mars, though also affected by the sun's absence, could be considered for colonization, especially if we possess advanced habitat technologies. However, these locations would only offer temporary reprieve. For a more permanent solution, interstellar travel would become a focal point of human endeavor. The search for exoplanets in the Goldilocks zone, regions around other stars where conditions might be right for liquid water and potentially life, would intensify. Propelled by necessity, innovations in propulsion technology, life support systems, and long-duration space travel could witness unprecedented investments and breakthroughs. The sun, often taken for granted, is the lifeblood of our planet, its absence painting a bleak picture of frozen desolation and existential challenges. This exploration into a sunless Earth underscores not just the significance of our star, but the intricate balance and interdependence of life and environment. While it's a scenario we hope never materializes, contemplating such extremes prompts us to value and preserve our current conditions. It's a testament to the resilience and adaptability of life, and a call for humanity to continually push the boundaries of knowledge, innovation, and exploration, ensuring our survival in an ever-changing universe.